My next guest takes on Dan Hooker at UFC 219 on December 30th. It is Marc Diakiese joining me here on the program for the very first time. Marc, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's good to talk to you. And right off the bat, I got to ask, how often do people mispronounce your last name?
I'm sort of used to it. I think people are sort of getting used to saying it right as well. But, you know, I know my last name is difficult, but they're getting used to it. And
do you ever correct people, or are you just forget it? It's too much of an awkward conversation?
No, I make it easy for them. I just yeah. Unless they ask me, I'll tell them how to pronounce it.
Good stuff, man. Of course, I'm joining you. You're joining me here on a Sunday. How's the weather right now in Florida? Pretty good, I imagine.
Yeah, well, it's all right. It's pretty cold, a little bit cold, but.
Okay, what's cold in Florida though? Does that mean you have to actually wear pants, or what do you consider cold?
No, windy cold. I think because I've been here for too long now, I'm used to the warm heat. So when it comes cold, I'm like, I can't take it.
Right, yeah, for sure. And I was going to kind of ask you about that. How's that transition been, living in the States, training an American Top Team? How's that gone for you as far as, I know the training's been good, but how has it been, just sort of the difference between the UK and living in the States?
It's totally different. I'm just trying to get used to all these, just living out here, different rules. And I got a ticket just for even passing a stop sign or something because I didn't know what it was. So and I'm just getting used to it.
And I guess the cop didn't get you off the ticket at all. You couldn't just plead hey man, I'm new here, I don't know what's going on. I guess they still gave you the ticket.
No, it didn't let me off.
Okay.
And I've sorted that out, so it's I'm understanding things. I went through some pass, so we don't have that in UK. All that stuff is just wow, there's so many things to do. But I'll get used to it.
Now, are you living in Florida full time now, or do you just split time between the UK and Florida?
Basically, I live at the gym ATT at the moment, until I kind of get my own place. But I'm sort of living full time. So after the fight, I'll probably go to UK for about maybe 3 weeks to do a couple of things that I've got to do there, and then come back again. And back at the gym.
We got to talk about your last fight. It was a close one, that it went to a split decision against Drakkar Klose. What do you sort of take away from that matchup, and how surprised were you that he got the decision in that fight?
I would say that fight, I don't like to have excuses, but I felt like, if anything, it could have been a draw, because I watched the back. I didn't do anything apart from the leg kicks, but it wasn't many leg kicks, and I defended. I was attacking. I won the third round. First round could have gone either way, but I understand what it is. You just got to move on, and I'm just looking forward to going back and then performing.
Yeah, and this is a huge card here, UFC 219. It's got, Holly Holm, Chris Cyborg. I mean, it's the end of the year card. They always stack the deck, so you must have been excited about fighting in Vegas and fighting on this card. And you're taking on Dan Hooker, a really tough guy. He's got the 14-7 record. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
That's the main reason I wanted him, because I know he's a tough guy, because I felt like my last fight, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like I've lost any fans or anything, or I know people talking, but I just feel like I know what I'm capable of and doing, so that's why I wanted somebody tough like Dan Hooker, because he got a good knockout over Ross Pearson, so I wanted somebody like that, to go back in my winning ways. Yeah,
and it's safe to say this is the type of fight that excites you, because Dan is going to bring the action. You're going to have, it's impossible to have a boring fight just the way this is on paper between the two of you.
Yeah. I know he's dangerous, come forward, punches, stand up with me. So I'm gonna be out there, face to face, and then put it on him.
And obviously, you train an American Top Team, which has a number of different training partners. But who are some of the main guys that you work with, sort of on a regular basis, as far as guys in the lightweight division?
There's a lot of guys out here, T-Bal and other guys like Dusty's last fight. I was there helping him for that one, and a couple of guys from is it Titan FC or something, champions. Every day you train with different guys. You know what I mean? So it's not always the same guy. Always bringing different type of game to you. So it's too many even to name.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'd be here all day. Yeah, absolutely. Who would you say you're closest with on American Top Team? Who do you sort of hang out with outside the gym?
Closest I usually hang about with mainly Kyoji.
Yeah, Kyoji Horiguchi, of course.
Kyoji, yeah, usually he's a funny guy, yeah. And I mean, every guy, there's a lot of guys up here. You always meeting different guys, because I live upstairs, so you're meeting different people. But now we've got another guy who just signed called Salim. We've got called Henrique. So there's a lot of guys that we live up here. We're going about together. So it's whoever's here, we're going about with.
Excellent. And how's the weight cut going? We're a couple weeks up from the fight. Everything going according to plan?
The weight was good. This is probably the lightest it's been, and I'm quite happy with that. It will be an easy cut. So yeah.
How do you see this fight sort of unfolding on December 30th?
I want to knock him out.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I don't have any other plans, but I know what I've got to do. And that is knock him out, and that's what I'm going to do.
I know you're not looking past Dan here, but do you have sort of an idea of when you want to fight after this, and any opponents you have in mind or anything like that?
It's going to be London. It's going to be London.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've got an opponent in mind, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'm going to get Dan out of weight, and then I'm going to get the mic and call him out, because I still feel like Drakkar shouldn't have beat me, and I know I'm capable of. I watched his last fight; he did terrible. He didn't have a clue, and I feel you got lucky with me. So it's like I know what I've got to do now.
What do you like doing on your downtime in Florida? You watching any TV? What would I find you doing? When you're not in the gym.
In the gym, we do loads of different things. There's a lot of good food here. So usually we have like a cheat day, weekend. We go out, eat something like burger or something, and probably go down to the beach. There's so many things to do. Like first time in shooting guns, so we went to a place called Nexus, shooting, and just so many things to do.
That's cool. Do you have like a favorite restaurant in Florida that you like going to?
Favorite? No, but I just like the fast food place called is it Tropical? Something called Tropical Plaza, something like that. It's like a franchise out here. It's pretty good. So
is that like, you do the cheap day a week, but I imagine after the fight, is that the first place you're heading? Once you get back to Florida, you go head out there?
No, I'm going to Vegas, someplace I know is like a bigger place.
Yeah.
I'm going straight there.
What do you like doing on the airplane? Are you like listening to podcasts? Are you reading books? What would I find you doing? Or sleeping? I know a lot of fighters like to try and sleep on the plane.
I hate the airplane because I'm like, this thing can crash at any time. So I always like looking how far I've got left. I don't sleep. I'm just looking at the time, how long I've got left to come down off this thing, because I don't really like flying, but I've got to do it. So yeah, I don't really do much. I prefer to have Wi-Fi in them. So if I got Wi-Fi, I'll probably go on my phone.
Yeah, no, I know Wi-Fi's it's essential. You need that for sure.
Usually that you pay for it, but it's slow as hell.
Oh, I know, it's true. I know, it's a rip-off, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, you're ripping me off.
Yeah,
no,
I agree.
It's good.
Last question for you here. I wanted to ask, and I'm sure you've been asked this before, but where's sort of what sort of made you do the Mohawk? Is there like someone that sort of influenced you to do that? Is there like any particular reason you like doing the Mohawk?
To be honest, I always watch back, and I had Mohawk, but it used to be blonde, but then even before that, it used to be a Mohawk, but just a black straight Mohawk, and I changed it to blonde for some reason. I don't even know why I changed it. And when I got to UFC, I had fight shorts. I think it were red, and they didn't match with my Mohawk. And I think I'm a bit obsessed with color matching. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna just change it to red. And people say you look danade, stuff like that. So I just liked it because it matched my colors and stuff. Because I'm thinking I've got red corner, red Mohawk, red shorts. So we just got together, and it looked good. So I just
you got to color coordinate. No, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, I was going to ask you if you've seen the movie Demolition Man, because, Simon Phoenix, who Wesley Snipes plays, he's got that blonde kind of Mohawk thing going on there. So that's what made me think of it. I thought maybe you'd seen that movie.
No. It's just something that just came in my mind. It's weird. It seemed, some things I feel like it meant to be there for me, because even the Bone Crusher, my friend did some other stuff, and he started calling me Bone Crusher, and that stuck with me, and that now is like, everybody knows that I'm known as a Bone Crusher. So everything just sticks with me now, so it's good.
Yeah, you're creating your own brand, man. It's awesome. Everyone's got to check out this fight. It's UFC 219 coming up here December 30th. Marc, it was great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Big shout out to Jim King. They really look after me while I'm here, taking care of me. And Riverside Motors in Doncaster. They gave me a nice car. I've left that I can drive. So I'm going to go back after the fight. And Monkey Nutrition, they take care of me. And that's it. And the rest I sort of forgot. I didn't write them down. And my apologies.
Good stuff, man. Awesome.
Yeah. So my social media, you can find me just Marc _Diakiese. And that's all my social medias.